What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back against more Trove, or should I say Samurai again? I don't know. I keep forgetting to say it because I'm just not used to it. How y'all doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic, wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. So I'm trying to get the rest of the Leviathan videos ready and done for you guys before the new year. Fingers crossed I can actually deliver. I've actually stockpiled recording of the rest of the physical based characters. So all we're missing is a couple of the magic characters, but this is a very tedious process that I have talked about time and time again, where it takes me quite a while to not only find a Leviathan, but to find one that nobody's attacking, so that I can give you guys a good example. So anyways, today we're going to be doing the Candy Barb, and the stats for the most part are going to end up being the items that I have on my Shadow Hunter. I wasn't actually using attack speed gear because I don't know, I just didn't have an attack speed set. And I only have a C3 weapon. My attack speed was at like 220, 230%, so close to max. Maximum is 300%. But ideally, you would have the movement speed swapped out on this gear for more attack speed, just because the base attack of the Candy Barb is very, very powerful and kind of going to end up being the one consistent damage that you can end up delivering. If you are using some of the crystal ring effects, those can end up being really good. Spin to win is really, really good, most of all because of the movement speed buff that it gives, because otherwise I found that the spinning itself, though it does do a lot of damage to a crowd of enemies, it's not very good for single target. So most of all, what you'll see in the clip that I have recorded is using my ultimate attack as many times as I can on top of just base attack. In retrospect, or in hindsight, I think I would have opted into chugging down more flasks to use my ult more often. But even so, I can give you guys the honest feedback and say that the Candy Barb is not really a boss killer, hasn't really been much of a boss killer. It's a really good speed farmer, especially if you use the spin to win effect. Very good at handling large groups of enemies and having high survivability. I've talked about the Candy Barb countless times as one of the best starting classes in the game, on top of, you know, there's like Tomb Raider and all these other characters as well. I got other videos on that. But yeah, so I was using Scorpius, I don't know why I was using Scorpius. I should have been using the cooldown ally, frankly speaking, but whatever. And then again, if I go to my Shadow Hunter, I'm pretty sure I was using my C4 ring from Shadow Hunter, because I haven't been using my crystal ring effects for the Leviathan videos, because that would require me to grind Paragon levels on every of the classes just so that I could polish their rings for a singular video. So I'll probably end up doing that moving forward, but not in today's video. So otherwise it was just these as the gear, the Unshadowed Torch, and then for the gems it was just all of these ones right here. You can pause the video if you want to see them, but generally speaking it's just kind of the standard super damage build that I have on pretty much all of my characters. But anyways, yeah, I've got some footage that I was doing on stream, and I'll just insert that footage for you guys right now so you can see how it went. Start recording a clip, get my food item on, and I think I've got everything all pretty much set up. The only problem is I don't have my attack speed super duper ideal, but whoops, I'm also not using my spin to win ability, which is more ideal with the crystal ring. Don't do it. I do hate being melee and having to walk away. Otherwise, I'm pretty confident just left click is like the strongest for this class, right? I know I'm draining a lot of my flask, but don't do it. I still wish there was a way to get rid of the flask animation, like so help me. Or is spin to win better? It's pretty good damage, but it seems to be pretty comparable to just doing my autos. Obviously, it's not an ideal class for a boss killer, and I'm also not using my ult as much as I should utilize it. Sorry, it's been a few years since I played this character, and I want to be a little bit cautious here because I know I'm running out of flasks. I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to use all my abilities, though. Energy recharge on the flask would have been an alright one, too. Let's make sure that at the very least I use my ult when I end up, or use a flask when I use my ult. I am still killing it before I'm running out of all my flask, though. Yeah, the spin is pretty bad. I don't know. I would need Barb mains to confirm what's better, like for spin to win or using base attack. Don't do it. Okay, he's baiting me. Yep. He's gonna do his glitchy attack of death, where he's just suddenly gonna spin and one-shot me. So I'm just trying to be a little cautious here. Don't do it. Don't pull me in. Also, the ult breaks so many times with Barb, dude. I mean, we got this other guy here third partying, but frankly speaking, I don't think he's doing any damage. All right, well, again, not an ideal boss killer, like just in general, but certainly not bad. The main point, whoops, wrong key. Like, the main point of this series is most of all just to showcase, like, can you just main this character like 100%? And I mean, we're at the point right now where we can pretty much just kill everything. So yeah, I was a little bit preoccupied with the other player that was there, but in the end, it didn't really matter, as we ended up seeing their damage was kind of moot. That said, what is my feedback towards the Barb now that I've been able to sit with it for a while? Well, frankly speaking, the main goal of these videos is to highlight an average player, or well, not an average player, obviously I'm a freak who's at the end game, but I'm just saying that I'm not trying to speed run the bosses in the most absolute optimal meta stats for the character. I'm doing something more casual and realistic, where I have one set of fully maxed out physical gems and gear that I've been swapping between all of my characters, and I can't be bothered to constantly swap all of the stats to be 100% ideal. So the question is, can you actually use the Barb as a boss killer? Well, I'll hit you with another question. Should you use the Barb to kill bosses if it's your only maxed out class and you're using it effectively for speed farming? In which case, yeah, it's gonna be easier for you to just stay on the Barb and fight the Leviathans and other bosses and even the Delves and stuff like that than it is to constantly swap your gear to another physical character that might end up doing it better. Because for sure, the Candy Barb is not a very ideal boss killer. It is a very fast class, especially with the, again, the spin to win makes a huge difference in terms of the speed of the character. It can keep up with some of the highest speed classes in the game. And Barb actually has a lot of really good crowd control when it comes to like just destroying enemies. As far as bosses is concerned, it's okay. It's not great, it's not bad, but it's not great. Like, there are other characters that are going to end up doing it a lot better, but the point is that if you are absolutely stuck on just the Candy Barb and you don't have any other set of gems or anything like that, then the Candy Barb will get you through it. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Thanks for watching. Smash the like sub for more, buy the merch you want, support the channel, and have a wonderful day and hopefully a happy holidays, everybody.